Okay, I'm going to deal with it as best I can. Who we are, what we are individually and collectively about, should be our common benefit doctrine. The things that we hold in common should be our American constitutional congressional rules in the law and the proper performance on day-to-day life. We should be concerned with the health, safety, and well-being of our fellow Americans. Yeah, because what happens to them is going to happen to us, and what happens to us is going to happen to them. We should be. Don't you want to be treated with an equal amount of regard, concern, consideration, respect? I get tired. I get tired of the children sometimes. I keep waiting on them to develop a mature, responsible, accountable, properly focused direction in their own individual lives. And I help them as much as I'm able. I got children that are 60, 70, 80 years old, male and female. Yeah. And they're not from my blood. They're people I've adopted. And they've adopted people too. And they're like my children too. Yeah. Their grandchildren or whatever. And it's like I'm a 70-year-old man, diabetic neuropathy, overweight, went through 2.5 years of kidney surgeries, living in the woods, sleeping in dumpsters. I'm a background of cocaine, heroin shooting, stabbings, being run over, and drinking and drugging and philandering. And those were my teenage years. And there came a point in time when I said, I can't keep doing this. This ain't right. This ain't the way to live. Yeah. So I started learning and studying, which I had already been a compulsive obsessive about learning and studying. But I got clean and straight and started helping people and wound up addicted to helping people. Uh, when I got into this case of treason, I sent everybody I cared about away from me because I'd sponsored enough government employees to know that they were the corruption. I got inventions on top of inventions. I won't even try to get them patented or registered or anything like that because I know that the FBI, I know that the FBI, some of them, steal people's inventions, steal their money, steal their lifestyles, and they will steal their life. Yeah. And they're protected because they're a government office and they try not to let other agents know about them except their own little group. Yeah. And I know that there is a lot of fentanyl transactions passing through Atlanta on up through the northern corridor. Yeah. And it's like, but because there's corruption in the books of law, yeah, Official Code of Georgia Annotated, Volume 29, 2004 edition, and everybody from 2004 edition forward is a co-conspirator by rules and law, especially if they're dealing with automobiles and traffic. Uh, so, but the deal is, I know that the people at the top are in that co-conspiracy and stay in it because it's how they make their living, and they don't know what to do, and they're afraid they'll have their children hurt or they've been threatened. It's like I'm prosecuting Volume 29, 2004 edition, Title 40, Chapter 14, judicial decision at the bottom of page 973, wherein the uh, 11th Circuit Court of Appeals Justice overrules the Code of Federal Regulations, and legislative law. Now I'm talking about U.S. Congress, House, and Senate overruling them. So it's like he's walking on them, or they're walking on them, or the state of Georgia's walking on them, and they're just keeping their mouth shut because they got a good job or whatever. And it's like part of that gang, huh? I've been in that gang life at one time or another in various times. That ain't the answer. You ain't no peace of mind there. You think you're going to feel better because you got stuff, but there's always more stuff to get. Yeah, and stuff is not the answer alone. So, anyways, volume 973, where the judge overrules the Code of Federal Regulations, and then he writes a case law using some of the words that are related to it in a roundabout way, but lying through his teeth. Yeah, every good lie has bits of truth in it, but it tends to omit the real truth. Omission of the truth means it's a lie. And if it's only a half truth, it's a lie. So the state government rewrites the federal laws because the federal laws of the United States are the source of all the laws. The United States Supreme Court has to approve them as though it does and as it is a reflection of all the states collectively because it comes from U.S. Congress. Well, there's corruption there's corruption at the top too. Well, you see it real big right now in this House of Representatives shit. Yeah, they're robbing the future American people by overspending and taxing and roundabouts of the government on the government. And it's like, oh man, we the people are going to wind up paying for it. Now, by rules in law, I am an official U.S. Congress mandated to the Supreme Court to manifest, the Supreme Court to manifest by mandate a private attorney general. Well, they're not particularly wanting me to have that title, those people in power, because that title empowers me to prosecute all the way up to the president. Yeah. I am the special services prosecutor for we, the people, by congressional appointment, by United States Supreme Court appointment. So, I mean, they've already given me their vote and understanding in preliminaries to prosecuting. That means that any case that I bring before the court either is or has strong representation to being an act of treason against the American Constitution. That is treason by performance, not by possibility. They've already performed the crime. All right? And now all I got to do is go through the books and find where there's already a previous ruling by a judge along a similar case and present that as the evidence so that when I present the case to the judge in the courtroom, which I will, all right, present the evidence in the courtroom as judge, is this an act or some type of form of treason? And the case that I'm dealing with is going to be a military tribunal where there's military judges there to examine the response or to assist in the response collectively. Yeah, so they got to take time off and say, hey, we're going to have a 20-minute recess so that we can utilize facilities. The facility he's talking about is the judge's office room. And it's like not the courtroom. Yeah. So they can go ahead and discuss to what extent. Well, it either is treason or it isn't treason. And if it's treason or an act of treason, which is treason also, My point is treason. You ain't got no political position anymore. You're not permitted to participate. All right. So I mean, it's just that simple. I'm not going to commit treason. I need my title to entitlement. Chris Carr, you're Attorney General for the state of Georgia. Yeah, you're Attorney General for the people of the United States and for the state of Georgia people. All right, so you're a special services agent mandated by rules and positions of law, in my understanding. So we need to do this together because I got your back if that's where you're at. I don't know how much back I can get, yeah, with my legs being dysfunctional and not having a driver's license because it was seized and not having my medication because it's been also seized when I was given COVID. So I mean, just look at where I'm coming from here. Yeah. I need the Atlanta Journal-Constitution to interact with me, Cox Enterprises, public service, public broadcast service, to make a video for Department of Justice, State of Georgia, Department of Justice, Washington, D.C., and for the United States Congress, House, and Senate. All right. The video I make is going to have to have certain things. It's going to have that graphics map of topo of the mountain lines of the Ozark Mountains where they presented bill to law of Eisenhower Parkway, National Defensive Highway Interactive. There's funding from that available. Then there's the Bush 912 funding available for National Terroristic Traumatic Event funding. And there's a couple other ones I got in my mind. I can't get them out of my mind's not working right. I need my meds to function right. There's money out there already assigned to this caseload preparation factor. And I need $1 trillion to make this happen. That's going to be paid to Darius Business to start manufacturing certain types of parts for electromagnetic drive shaft power generators that are going to power and replace gasoline, diesel, and replace the breakdowns in the infrastructure on electrical power. You need millions of people to make these things, and they $20 an hour minimum wage. Opportunities to buy houses and farms of their own or businesses of their own, being backed by us in legal committees and backed by us in insurance factors and health factors, and you help the company and the company helps you. We the people of America, and all those victims of military abuse, who have lost arms and legs and this, that, and that. We want you. We want to help you. We want you to participate in the program of helping people help themselves. So that's what this $5.4 trillion application is all about, is enforcing the rules and proper process and procedures of the American constitutional law and rebuilding the initiative factor of the American people to pursue American constitutional correctional law. I want them when they come out of prison, come out of jail. I want them when they want to change. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's the deal. Yeah. Check out Richard Moore is one word, last name Lowther, Lowther, upon Facebook and upon YouTube and upon Twitter and upon shit, I lost my brain again. I need my medications. I gotta go. Bye.